This is Sandeep with Sand Compounding. Luck plays an important role in the process of investing. Stock market is not a place where if you have great skills and complete practice and thorough analysis, you're gonna succeed. No, there is certain element of luck definitely playing in your favor against your odds, and luck has a great importance in the process of investing. Here are some videos of great investors who themselves accept the role of luck in the process of investing. Of course, it is not a place like football or any games where you could continuously improve your skills and greater certainty in achieving success. Whereas in stock market, it is not that. There is a greater element of luck, and how much of a skill you have, it is not predictable. But then why do you prepare? Why do you learn? Why do you read, right? It is to be ready when the opportunity strikes. Although there's an element of luck, you certainly need to be prepared. You need to be well versed. You need to be reading across the spectrum. You should be ready, and when it's hot, to hit. And so that's the importance of luck. So here are some videos. Take a look.
Some of the overshooting was accidental. There's a big, you can be very deserving and very intelligent and very disciplined, but there's also a factor of luck that comes into this thing. And the people who get the outcomes that seem extraordinary, they're the people who have discipline and intelligence and good virtue, plus a hell of a lot of luck. Why wouldn't the world work like that? So you shouldn't give credit for the unusual. A lot of the people, a friend of mine said about a colleague of his in his fraternity, he says, old George was a duck sitting on a pond and they raised the level of the pond.
Well, basically most of the rich people in the United States, and probably the UK too, I mean, they would not have done quite as well if they'd been in Bangladesh or someplace like that. I mean, they may think they did it all by themselves, but the society has done an awfully lot for them. And if you get the chance to live very rich in the society, you really ought to, in my view, you ought to have a taxation system, but you also ought to have a personal value system where you believe that a lot of that ought to go back to the people that got the short straws in life. I mean, when I was born, I was wired in a certain way. It works wonderfully in a big capitalist society. It wouldn't work so well if I'd been someplace where they devalued physical, ability or whatever it may be. But I get paid off enormously. No great credit to me. I mean, I just was lucky at birth, and it's nice to give me a fair amount of the benefits from that. But I shouldn't delude myself into thinking I'm some superior individual because of that. I mean, and in the end, a market system allows me to get this enormous disproportionate amount of the country's resources into my hands. One way or another, a fair amount should get back to society.